Hey everyone, the Shion Pop Up Parade figure has recently been released and it has finally arrived. I ordered this figure in January of this year and yeah, it came out in end of July, so it's a pretty fast release from the pre-order period. But yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the figure. So like with all Pop Up Parade figures, it's got the standard box. And yeah, as you can see here, it's just the standard Pop Up Parade box. There's really nothing special about it. And for those who don't know much about the Pop Up Parade series, it's kind of like a affordable figure series that has a quality that's much higher than price figure. But as you can tell when I open, it's not quite the quality of like the 10k or like 20k yen plus figures. It's pretty good if you just want like a decent figure for a character that you like. And for me, for the Shion Pop Up Parade, it costed me around pretty much almost 5k yen. And yeah, it depends on like the characters and all that, but even though it's like the same Pop Up Parade series, it may cost differently. I know like some cost like 3k, some cost like 6k, so yeah, it just depends on the characters. But without further ado, let's open up the figure. So the box itself is plastic, so I don't really need to worry too much about like damaging the box, I think. Because if it's like paper, then you might like accidentally bend the tab here. But yeah, let me just see. Yeah, it comes out pretty easily. And yeah, let me just get the tape on the side. Accidentally dropped the base, but it's plastic, so it's fine. Yeah, nothing too special about the base. In fact, it's one of the, I guess it's one of the basic bases. There's like really nothing special about it. You could put it on any character and it would fit them. But yeah, that's the base. Here we got Shion herself. She's got her usual smug look, which is what's so great about her. Yeah, if you can tell, she's one of my oshis from Hololive, and yeah, I wanted to get this figure because she has another figure, but it's like 15k yen, and yeah, I thought I would just get the pop-up figure for now. Yeah, let's take off all the plastic and put her on her base. But yeah, compared to the Lamy figure I opened before, everything's a lot simpler, and I guess like quality-wise, it's definitely lower, but it's not like anything bad. And just looking at it here, I don't think the paint job is anything bad at all. Like for price figures, you could instantly tell like the paint is like off, and it's like not evenly painted and all that, but this one just looks pretty decent. You could definitely tell like the details of the paint for some of the accessories are, I guess, like less delicate, I guess. Like the stockings here, you could kind of tell like, yeah, they didn't really put too much attention into that. But generally, like the whole figure itself just looks pretty nice. And if you don't know like the price and all that, you would think like, oh, this is probably one of the higher end figures. But yeah, let's take a look at her. You can see like the hair here is kind of like stuck in the, I guess like they made an extra strand or something and then they stuck it on there. This is a really Shion pose, I guess. I think this is her standard pose maybe. So I just went and got my 3D Shion acrylic stand, and yeah, it's pretty much the same. So I'm guessing maybe the Pop Up Parade figures, they use the design based on the 3D pose, I guess. Well, yeah, pretty nice. And lastly, of course, her legs, and I guess like her skirt. Nothing too special, or nothing stands out, I guess. It's just like, you know, for the price you get for it, it's like what you expect. You don't feel disappointed, you don't feel like, oh, this is like such a good deal. But yeah, it's a pretty nice one. Of course, it's stood up by the pegs down here under her shoes. Yeah, let me just put her on her little stand. So I guess I gotta spread her legs. And yeah, it's not gonna damage it, I don't think. But it's pretty easy to push it out. But it goes on really easily. So yeah, for some price figures, you have to like brute force your way in. And sometimes it's just like from the start, the design was just bad. Or like I guess like the design of the pegs. And they don't even go in. Or if they're like too small. But yeah, this one went really smoothly. So you could kind of tell it's like decent quality. But yeah, let me just put the figure on display and I will do some camera shots around it. Also, before getting more angles on the figures, I just want to compare the two, I guess like the other Pop-Up Parade figure I have, and which is the Subaru one. I got this for 5.5k if I remember, but I think Shion actually might also be 5.5, but I just got like a decent deal with it being like on discount on AmiAmi when I pre-ordered it. But yeah, you could kind of see like there's some differences to it. First, like you could obviously the base is different. I'm guessing it's because maybe Subaru's on one leg, so she needs a bigger base to balance it, so it doesn't like tip over easily. But Shion's like on two legs, right? So the whole body is pretty balanced. I'm not too sure why the base is so different. Another difference is that I mentioned that the Shion poses from the 3D acrylic stand, but Subaru is like completely different. I've never seen her in this pose, but I'm not too sure how they decide on the pose. But yeah, there was also the more expensive Subaru for like 15 or 20k, I can't remember. And I just like this pose better for the price. It's like 10k less, 15k less, and it's a pretty cute pose, so that's why I got the Subaru one. But yeah, I just want to compare the two pop-up parades I have. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to do a quick video on the Shion figure in case anyone is thinking about getting her. In my opinion, I think the price is definitely worth it, especially if you're on like a budget of buying like figures and goods. They have released a lot of the earlier generations of Hololive for the Pop Up Parade series, and I'd say if you want quantity over quality, I would definitely go for the Pop Up Parade series. So for example, like my previous video on one of the figures I unboxed, the Lamy one, it costed like 35,000 yen I think, but for that price, the quality is like top notch and it's definitely worth it. But if you want like more figures, I would just say like go for the Pop-Up Parade, because for that price you could probably get like 6 or 7 if you're getting decent prices for all of them. Yeah, even though I said like the quality is really high for the Lamy figure, I would say like the Pop-Up Parade series is not shabby at all. But yeah, if you enjoy Hololive or other VTuber related content, I make videos on them and I would greatly appreciate your support if you could press the subscribe button. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.